Hey guys, hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Zachary Reality, and today we are going to be chatting about a new Netflix competition reality dating show called Surviving Paradise. It is currently number 4 in the US today, and people are about to start talking about it because it is so good. I am absolutely obsessed. So today on this YouTube video, we're going to be chatting about episodes 1 through 5, and then I will come back in a couple days to chat about episodes 6 through 9 because there are 9 episodes. It is bingeable on Netflix, which is one of the things I love so much about it. And I'm going to explain the plot to you, and then I'm going to start giving my takes as we continue on in this video. So if you are new here to my channel, do not forget to give this one a big thumbs up, and do not forget to also subscribe by hitting the subscribe button down below and ringing the bell so you're notified whenever I post new videos. So Surviving Paradise is a new Netflix competition reality show where I think it started off with 12 people. There's been some new arrivals, but some contestants live in a villa and some contestants live at camp. So it's kind of like a combination of Survivor, Love Island. These contestants were thrown into camp, and there is some obstacles they need to overcome. They need to compete in challenges. They need to survive. They need to make alliances because I think people are eventually going to be voted out. There's just lots to overcome, and you do not want to be living at camp. You want to live in the villa. And currently on episode 5, about half of the cast is in the villa and the other half is at camp. And that's kind of how it's been the whole time. So the key is to get voted into the villa, because if you're in the villa, you have food, shower, pool, you get to go on yachts, and like there's cool parties, and it's just like you're living an extravagant lifestyle in the villa. So everybody wants to be in the villa. Also, if you're in the villa, you have a better shot at winning the $100,000, which is now $200,000. So there's a $200,000 prize for one of the contestants, unless there are ways to kind of split money and pull money. I guess we'll see how the rules play out to the end. I mean, I didn't even know it was 200,000. They originally said 100,000. Then they introduced 3 new people, so now it's 200,000. If you're in the villa, you're like kind of safe. And if you're not in the villa, you're at camp, like starving and being miserable. However, this game is also about being selfless. It seems like a lot of people are doing things for other people. And usually when we see a competition reality show, it's about being selfish, right? Like you want to do whatever it takes, throw people under the bus, make your way slithering, sliming all the way to the end. Like that is kind of like what Survivor was used to be like. But what I kind of like about this game is that it is a game about selflessness and like doing things for other people. And, you know, even in that first challenge with Taylor and Shay, they walked like 5 miles and then 5 miles back, and they could have had a feast because they were starving at camp. But instead they decided to get food for the other contestants at camp who were starving. And a lot of people are like taking turns going back into the villa and back into camp, because there's opportunities each week to vote someone else into the villa or to vote someone out of the villa. The rules are different every single week, but if you're following along, it is kind of fun. I'm so into it because, like I said, I love it that it's bingeable and it's like competition. So with 9 episodes, I should be able to finish the next 4 in the next couple of days. And like all these other competition shows like Dance with the Stars and The Bachelor and House of Villains, they play out like once a week. So I'm just glad that there is like a competition show that I can just like finish in a few days. So I'm so excited to continue watching and see how this all unfolds and see who wins and the competition heat up. Have you guys started watching it? If you have started watching it, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the people, the alliances, and the gameplay. If you have not started watching it, well, episodes 1 to 5, the recap comes right now. So, well, not really. I just kind of just recapped it, but let's get into some gameplay. Okay, so in the beginning, Laylise, she decided to vote for Linda to go back at camp when Laylise and Linda had an alliance that was like unbreakable. And Laylise told Linda that, you know, she did it for the greater good and that she knew the camp was going to pick Cisco to go back, since it ended up being a tie, since Alex also voted for Cisco. So like what? Laylise like had the first opportunity to show her loyalty to Alex and to Linda, and she betrayed both of them. And she didn't know. How are you going to know what the rules are and how that they were going to take Cisco? I felt like Laylise should have been like no, the reason I voted for you is because like I didn't want anyone to know how close we were. Because like a lot of people are really out there with their alliances, like Taj, which is kind of like fallen apart. But like people are really too forward with like who they're close with, because if people are gonna start getting eliminated, if they ever do, like then you're gonna want to break up alliances. So usually I feel like you gotta be like smart, like not showing who you're close to, but also the votes, they're not voting like anonymously, like everyone's voting out loud. So you can like see like who everyone's voting for, which I guess is the opportunity to prove who you're loyal to. So that kind of just reverts from what I just said. But I really thought it was a very bad move by Lilise, especially because it was already 2 votes Cisco. So her doing that really would just like tie up the competition and just make things complicated. Like if you're just curious what would happen if there was a tie, then you should have just said so, Lilise. So I feel like she came out of the gate playing really hard, really fast, making lots of bold moves so early on. And it's great that Lilise wants to play the game. And I think that she is playing hard and she's strategy and she's working hard, but it could blow up in her face when the votes come. Like, I think she should be grateful that there was no like eliminations, because she was such an early target because she made her presence so known. I'm really liking Linda. I like Alex as well. I feel like he has got off to a pretty good start. Like he's playing middle, he's friends with everyone. He also got to live in the villa for so long. Like it is so luxurious in the villa. Like I'm not even kidding. Taylor, she is in the villa for a long time as well. After she, did that first challenge, they put her in the villa because 2 people got to go in, and she has been living her best life. Taylor is my favorite on the show because I know her. I love Taylor. I'm rooting for her. I'm like watching like go Taylor. She's honestly the reason I heard about this show, but I feel like I would have heard about it anyway. But like she was what introduced me to this show. And I'm really interested to see what happens with her and Shay, because they have been forming a love connection. But the problem is Shay, he's such a good guy. He like wants all the girls to be in the villa. He is at camp and Taylor's been in the villa. So they have not been able to like hang out in days since that first challenge. So are they dating now? Did they date on the show? Like, where is their relationship going to evolve? Time will tell. I love Haley too. I think she's really fun and nice. And let's talk about Tabitha. Oh, Tabitha, Tabitha, Tabitha. So Tabitha's pronouns are they/them. So everyone on the cast is using they/them in their confessionals, which I think is amazing because they're making it seem so organic and normal. And it is organic and normal. There are so many people who now identify as they/them. So I really love how this show is helping normalize the term in our society. So I think it is really important. And Tabitha is such a star. Tabitha is a huge part of the show, the center of the show, but they is also playing the game really hard as well. They is double crossing, kind of like they is just making an alliance with everyone and playing the game so hard and constantly strategizing. I cannot tell when the tears are real and when the tears are fake. It's like you want to root for Tabitha, but then Tabitha is also like driving you literally crazy every single episode. And they get so much airtime. So it's just like all about them. It's just like, I want to see Tabitha being voted out. And in this last episode, episode 5, when I thought everyone was going to vote someone out at the outsiders, but then they had like an opportunity to swim across the lake to get one of the insiders out, that's where I ended off, episode 5. So one of the insiders is apparently going to be voted out next episode. I was hoping that they were going to vote out Tabitha, because everyone is starting to realize that Tabitha is playing games. Tabitha's emotions, like when are they real? When are they not real? Like who is Tabitha aligned to? Taj, which is Tabitha, Aaron, and Justin. Justin and Aaron just revealed at the insiders that they are starting not to trust Tabitha because Tabitha is talking to everyone and just being so out there with their gameplay. So I'm sure Tabitha's great in IRL, but in the game, Tabitha is driving me insane on this show. I don't like that there's new people that come in. And I kind of feel like because there's so many twists, it's like there's a lot of luck that goes into this game. There's a lot of strategy. You got to be able to think on your feet, think really fast, and like be like, wait, what's coming next? Because you never know. You never know when you can just like be settled in this game, because one moment you're in an alliance with someone in the villa, the next moment you're with strangers in the camp. So there's been 2 new people that came in, and then there was one guy that just came in on this previous episode, and Sarah Cade. SK, we had our first elimination. So only one person has been eliminated in all 5 episodes. So I'm excited for the game to really heat up in the next few episodes. I think there's going to be some splitting of money at the end, but I hope that there's like a lot of eliminations, because that's what I love about competition shows, is seeing people get voted out every time. And I understand that it's hard when someone gets voted out the first episode because then you don't really get to know them. So I do like that Netflix truly gave us the time to get to know so many people for the first few episodes with no eliminations. But now let's start picking them off one by one. So Sarah Kate was eliminated because she got an unlucky box in one of the competition ceremony things where it said you are eliminated, and SK had to convince Justin to not take the box, because if you take the box, you have a 50% chance of going to the villa or 50% chance to go to camp. So SK was like, do not take the box, do not take the box. She was crying, and Justin did not take the box. So now SK was eliminated. And it's just like, did she quit? Like, this is a conversation to talk about. Did SK quit? Because she basically told Justin, who trusted her already, to not take the box. If she wanted to manipulate him and play him, then he would have took the box, and then he would have went home. Yes, she would have looked like a jerk, but do you want to play the game and win the game? Games like this, you have to be a jerk sometimes if you want to play and win. But the message of Surviving Paradise seems to be about selflessness, taking care of others, teamwork. There is a lot of lessons that are making this show morally fun to watch. Not as fun if you want strategy, gameplay, and deceit, but it's making it seem like in life you need to rely on other people. And I think everyone is really bonding and getting close, and they're relying on each other to get through camp, which seems awful. Like, are they really starving? I have so many questions. So many questions. So I will definitely be having Taylor on to interview her about the show, hopefully next week. But I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to do a part 2. I have so much more to say about the show, but I need to watch a few more episodes. So if you guys have not started watching Surviving Paradise on Netflix, go start watching right now so that we can talk about it and you guys can watch my recaps and watch my future interviews. And thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think of the show. I want to hear all of your comments. I'm ready to start talking about it because I am so into it and I can't wait to see what happens. I need to start getting ready because I'm going to Dancing with the Stars today, to the ballroom. I'm so excited to watch the show live. I cannot wait. I've been waiting to go. It's like on week 5. Tonight is the most memorable year night. So there's 10 couples left. They're all doing their dance to one of the most memorable years in their life. And it's also a night to honor Len Goodman, who is a late judge. So I think I picked a pretty good night to go. I really was just waiting until someone let me come, but I got a ticket, VIP, so I will be getting lots of content tonight at Dancing with the Stars. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell before you guys head out of here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.